What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. Guys, whenever you're the guy who has been chasing somebody for hella years, and you finally get her, the only reason why you're gonna get her is because she can't get anybody else. All right? I want to let you guys know that women are not like banks. What you put in is not what you get out. It doesn't work like this. The more that you try to continue to chase someone and be their friend, especially if they've had a baby by somebody else, they were already with somebody else, and you stay there in that friend zone. When she deals with you, she's going to deal with you on a shorter leash, and the reason why that is because you are not the first choice. Okay? How do we know that? We're talking about Masika Kalysha. Now, Masika Kalysha is, again, when we talk about the no talents of the world, her name definitely rings a bell. She's supposedly an actress, businesswoman, urban model, growing hip-hop Atlanta. I mean, all those things equate to being broke, okay? That's what we know. Somebody who doesn't have a job and who flexes on Instagram and who's in high credit card debt. That is what we're talking about, okay? That's what we're talking about. And at age 35, with multiple failed relationships, stop the show, like we've already talked about, the wall, with a child that's not, in her life. I don't know if the child's in her life, but not in the mother's life, rather. We know that it's not going to go well. Why? She was dating a nigga like Fetty Wap. Stop the show. Would you ever date somebody like Fetty Wap? Like, be honest. You wouldn't. What girl would date anybody like? Would you want? Let me say this. Would any woman date a guy like Fetty Wap? No. Fetty Wap is a crook. Okay, and once a woman deals with a guy like Fetty Wap, and you accept her after she has been emotionally damaged, it's over. Right? Now, with that being said, this is what happens. After dating Fetty Wap, this nigga, who is named Jamar Champ, stop that. He needs to change his last name, change it to Jamar Champ. He's definitely a chump. He's been begging to be with her for all of these years. Okay? Finally got her at age 35, once the wall is hit. And she announced that they were engaged just 3 weeks ago. How do I know it? Because I did the video on this channel. And then after that, only 21 days, she has dumped him. Don't believe me? Take music! After much thought and careful consideration, along with some unfortunate findings, I have made the difficult decision to call off my engagement. What you mean? Stop the shit. Unfortunate findings. You knew that the nigga wasn't shit when you was dealing with him in the first place. Take music! As a public figure, I am aware that I am not entitled to the privacies most people would have. Because of this realization, I gotta go the extra mile to ensure the privacy, safety, and security of my family, loved ones, and intimate relationships. Stop the shit. Why didn't you think about that before? Before you start dealing with him, why didn't you think about that before Cleotis? Take music! With that being said, I put forth every attempt to respectfully disengage quietly in efforts to save me and my former fiance the public embarrassment and scrutiny that I am accustomed to on a daily basis. Stop the show. Why is that? Because you had a baby by Fetty Wap and you're on Love and Hip Hop every day, and people look at how you present yourself, so they talk shit. Take music! Unfortunately, the man who I intended to spend my life with has misused me behind closet doors and continues to use me to publicly gain attention off my name to my detriment. Stop the shit. So you're dealing with somebody broke. Take music! This is where I draw the line. Stop the show. You should have drew the line at Fetty Wap, but you didn't. Now you're dealing with Jamar Chump. As a mother and a businesswoman, I will always protect my interests. Stop the show. You would protect your interests if you would still be with the child's father, which you don't care about. Thank music. I spent more a decade building my brand from the ground up as a black woman and now a single mom. Stop the show. Well, you were spending a decade building up your brand, but not building up the ability to be able to choose the right guy, which is why you're in the situation that you're into right now. Take music. Transitioning into a wife should be a natural progression without compromise. Stop the show. When you're 35 and you're at the wall with a child, it's very hard to transition into a wife when you have been dealing with guys like Fetty Wap who are abusive all of your life. Take music. Marriage is a sacred union, and I would never enter into it lightly. Although I was ambivalent to go public with my relationships, I did so to distinguish my former partner's insecurities, inadvertently creating a monster. Stop the show. You can only attract insecure guys because look at how you present yourself. You deal with Fetty Waps, you deal with Pookies and Ray Rays. Nobody wants to deal with a person like that. Take music. I truly thought after 10-year friendships, I knew this person. Stop the show. You didn't want him. You wanted him to be a friend. You took him out of the friend zone because you couldn't get anybody else. Now you're mad. Take music. We genuinely loved and cared for each other. Unfortunately, when you're a public figure, love does not cover a multitude of sins. 1 Peter 4:8. Stop the show. Now you want to play the church music. Church music! So where was 1 Peter 4:8 when you were getting hit from the back by Fetty Wap when you're not married, having kids out of wedlock? Where was Jesus at then? Taking music. After doing my due diligence, I uncovered a Pandora's box of findings that left me questioning everything I thought I knew about this person. I confided in him. I thought he was my best friend, partner, and confidant. And instead, he was trying to come up at my expense and extort me. Stop. See, this all points to the wall. What we're talking about, if he's trying to extort you, people extort people that they have less money than. Which that means to me, you're dealing with a person, okay, that doesn't have anything. And you know that. And you're still dealing with them. See, that's what we're dealing with. Why are you in the situation where you're dealing with a guy that has less than you? I can tell you how you get there. Wall. Okay? When you're a beautiful woman, like she's very attractive, but when you make the decisions too late and you already have been imprinted by dealing with the wrong guy, then you get with guys who can't help you, and because you have less options, because there's a reason why you didn't want him 10 years ago. That reason hasn't changed. You're just thinking about giving him a chance now because the options are not so many. But see, there's a reason why. And now that this has happened, you're upset. Now that this has happened, you're mad. Now that this has happened, you're doing all these different things. This is what we're talking about. Okay? This is exactly what we're talking about. Okay? This is why you're upset. You can be mad all you want, but this is why you're upset. And you're stuck with this guy. Or you're leaving him, but you can't get anybody else. That's your problem. And I hope you can learn from that. Guys, it's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first comment pinned to the top. Check out the Black Men at Perfect t-shirts. Guys, thank you so much for your support. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.